Stacy Augusta, Peekskill resident. I've lived in Peekskill for 44 years. I was a homeowner at one time. Unfortunately, because of divorce, I lost my home. So I'm back to renting again and trying to find an apartment in Peekskill at the moment that is decent, up to code, and affordable is nearly impossible at the moment.
My name is Reni. I'm 25. I've been living in Peekskill my whole life. I started living in turnkey with my mom. It's very hard to try to find my own apartment out here. Not only is rent very expensive, but the requirements as far as your credit score and a whole bunch of other stuff that keeps you from being able to get an apartment.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Dillard. I'm a single parent and living in the Peekskill area. I desperately need an apartment in Peekskill where my support system is. I live with my son, and it's important that we find something with enough space for us. He needs his own space to run around and play, so I desperately need a 2-bedroom apartment.
My name is Kaelin. I've lived in Peekskill for 11 years and I'm 20 years old. Finding housing in Peekskill is extremely difficult. It's not affordable here. I'm 20 years old and I know that if I want to move out of my parents' house, I can't live here because I can't afford it.
Someone, I don't have a college education, so I'm working menial jobs, and you know, if I got to work 2 jobs to pay the bills, that's what I have to do, and I have no problem doing that. But we should be able to afford to live here.
It's very shocking for me that I have the voucher for $2,200 and I can't find an apartment. The landlords would rather opt for people that don't have subsidized housing. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I work in one of the local stores here, and one of my customers is an elderly woman. She's in her 80s, and her landlord is trying to get her out of her apartment that she's lived in for 20 years just because she's on fixed income in Section 8. He wants her out so he can charge double the amount of rent for her apartment.
In the last year, Peekskill's rent has definitely gone up a lot more than before, I think.
We've had a great influx of people moving up from the city who have come in and basically taken up all the apartments and are also offering to pay higher rent than what we're used to around here. And they're outpricing us, and the citizens of Peekskill who have lived here their whole lives are getting forced out.
We grow up here, you know, there's an elementary school, there's one middle school, there's one high school. We're here our entire lives and we can't live here when we get older, and that's a shame, and it shouldn't be like that.
People I'm close to already have left. I'm looking at North Carolina or PA. Unfortunately, I don't want to go there, but I would love to be able to stay in Peekskill. It's beautiful here. I've been here my whole life, but it's just expensive, very expensive.
My family, a lot of them have moved away. Just sold their home and moved down south because it's more cost effective for them. My father has Parkinsons and he's retired and he's on a fixed income, and he's been priced out of living out of Westchester. Don't know how much time he has left, but we'd like to enjoy him. But now we have to take a trip to be able to spend time with him.
It might be all the new things they're adding that making it go up, like all the renovations that they're doing to like cutting off extra streets or trying to make it more beautiful, but it's making it more expensive at the same time.
Peekskill is an amazing city and people see that. Buyers see that. People who want to move here see that. And we as a city need to value ourselves more. We shouldn't sell out to people and sell our city out. We are worth so much more than that.
Well, with all the building that's going on in Peekskill, they're only allotting a certain amount for low-income persons. And the amount that we're allowed to have here is very minuscule to the amount of a building that's going on.
10% affordable housing is not enough. We need more. We need to make sure that our developers are giving us what we need, and we need to ask them for more. They're not just gonna do it to do it. You know, we have to come out and we have to ask them, and we have to put it on the plate. 20% is the least we should be asking from our developers. People will tell you that it's not achievable, but if you look around, other cities are doing it, they're achieving 20% and they're thriving, and Peekskill needs to do the same.
And I'd like to see the city step in and do something to help the citizens who've been here, who've lived here, who've made Peekskill what it is, have them look out for us. And I don't feel that they are. I feel that they're more worried about developers' interests and bringing the new, bigger, and better to Peekskill instead of taking care of what's here. And it's not fair to the residents who have been here. We've helped build this town, and we deserve to be able to stay here, and we're being pushed out